Pat Miller. I was in the military for 20 years, and most of that was spent in special operations. I got out medically. The Veteran Affairs gave me a chance to explore new careers and help me with that. I had already been doing photography for, let's say, 2 or 3 years. Is like working for some social media for a couple companies, and I was even published. And then I realized that I was missing some skills that I wanted to improve on. And I explored and found VanArts. It was a program that was still doing everything practically. And I had done a fair bit of research, and some of the things that I really wanted to improve on was the ability to use light. I wanted to learn from like instructors that have done a lot of this stuff. Little did I know that until I went to VanArts would I get the experience that I got, but it was definitely one of the few programs that was still doing everything in class. And I've seen all the imagery and media online of them on location, like on the beach, in the studio, in the dance studio, things like that. So I was like, this is the place that I want to go, because I know that I will be able to expand my skills better. Once I did camera fundamentals in the first term, which was funny because I thought I knew a lot about photography, and I thought that the first term was going to be a bit of a joke in a way, and I ended up learning so much. So even if you're coming in with a really strong knowledge base, you're going to learn so much more. It's interesting because I think a lot of us go into photography thinking that we'll be able to just learn it on the fly. Most people that are attracted to photography, especially in a professional sense, most times are, they're technically orientated already, and they think, I get this camera, I can figure out most of it. What I can't figure out, I can find on YouTube, and my friends will teach me. And YouTube's a great medium to learn. But when you have a knowledge base that VanArts provides, it's way more expansive, and you can go way further. I'm actually working on an art therapy program for vets. So I found that there's been a bunch of vets that have taken photography, and it's this medium that we can just kind of like go out to the woods, explore, and be one with ourselves. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, I should bring a camera. So you bring a camera along, you end up taking pictures. And then you kind of start to geek out there and be like, oh, I want to take more pictures. Of course, a lot of us have this kind of go-getter attitude. All of a sudden we want to do better at the photography, and we want to find better pictures, and we keep on continuing like that. And so it's actually interesting that there's a lot of vets that are finding kind of a home in photography, because they find that it's not only a technically based art, but it's also a way to express themselves and capture moments and be one in the moment.